Hi, my name is Jared Kleinstein. I am excited to talk to you guys in 10 minutes about TikTok and how to make cool stuff that like teens wouldn't make fun of you for. So, little brief backstory on me. I run a production company here called Fresh Tape Media. I also in a previous life, ran sports partnerships for Vine, RIP, and I ran strategic partnerships for Streeties, which was acquired by Zillow in 2014. So, why are we talking about TikTok at all? Well, it's where the eyeballs are. 800 million plus active users. They were the most downloaded app in the App Store last year, I think this year too. It's a young and diverse audience, and unlike previous misconceptions, it's not just kids dancing, in front of their phones anymore. It's a ton more content than that. So, why for you as a brand or as an organization or company? Well, there's tons of opportunities for rapid social growth. We talked about the eyeballs, but if you really want to get scaled growth on a social platform right now and you do great on TikTok, it's your ticket to ride. There's also great revenue opportunities. Whether you're trying to promote a product or just trying to grow your brand, TikTok is where it's at. You'll see so many people buying products because they saw it on TikTok, going to a restaurant because they saw it on TikTok. So there's that, and then subjectively, if we're just talking about like entertainment, personal perspective, it's wonderful. It's just the greatest app there is. It's a lot of fun, and that's why we're talking about it today. So 3 things we're trying to cover today. Number 1 is consumption, because if you're going to make something for TikTok, you have to know what works on TikTok. Number 2, creation, how to actually do the content creation on the app and get it done. And then 3rd, how to get as many eyeballs as possible through different distribution and growth tactics. So the very basics of content consumption, you'll see when you open up TikTok, there's 2 tabs at the top. Following, which is what you're probably used to from Instagram or any other platform, and then there's For You. For You is their algorithm saying, this is what we think you want to see. It's a combination of the people you already follow and other content on the platform. That is the gold mine. If you can get your content into the For You page, that's how you get the eyeballs. Next up, you'll notice little things above somebody's handle that have an effect. If you're just thinking to yourself, how did they make that thing for TikTok? Well, this effects little nugget right there will tell you which effect they used. And what's really cool is if you click on it, you can actually use it yourself and see other people that have used that effect. Next, you'll notice a little spinning record. Music is key, and audio is key for TikTok. When it comes to understanding why something popped, more often than not, it's because of the audio that was used. Unlike the past where people were saying, think about Instagram for audio off content, for TikTok, you're thinking about what you can make using audio. And then there's engaging with the content. You'll see there's the like, there's the comment, the share that's typical to other social platforms. TikTok has some unique features like the ability to save the video directly from within the platform because they really want you to spread the content. Then there's the duet feature, which lets you actually use somebody else's video next to your own. It's a great way to make a piece of unique content using something that you already know works. Okay, that's consumption basics. Let's talk about creation basics. When you're in the camera, well, look at that stellar individual smiling with a thumbs up. You'll see the basics. Everybody knows about how to use, a tap to hold camera within one of these apps. Then you'll see a couple different things, the effects and filters. Filters up on the right side and different things you can change, like a timer and whatnot. And then that little effects icon on the bottom left, that's where you're going to get all the crazy AI effects that they've built out. It's extraordinary what they've done. Then there's upload. If you have great stuff that worked on other platforms, you're probably going to want to upload it to TikTok directly. So that's how you're going to do it. Okay, we've covered the basics. Now let's talk about why you're actually here, what content works on the platform. Step number 1 is you have to know the audience, and that's like the oldest adage in the creation space is know your audience. But with this, it's really key to also know TikTok. You have to know the platform. The way you get to know it is to use it often. So get in the app, play with it. It's a rabbit hole you can fall in for hours and hours before you go to bed. But luckily, if you were convinced, I don't want to use it because I think that it's all like kids doing like the whoa and all that stuff, it's not just that, and the algorithm will get to know you based on what you like on the platform to show you the right kind of stuff. Step number 2, learn about the trends. When you open up the search page, you can see all the trending TikToks and the hashtags that are trending. Check into them, fall into the rabbit holes of what each of them are, what kind of content is performing well within those channels. It's not always just influencers, it's more often than not just great and entertaining content. Notice which of them feel brand safe. You know, if something is you should know or I learned this on TikTok, that's the kind of stuff that it doesn't matter what company you are in the world, you can probably find a way to tie it into what you're doing. And then keep an eye out for brands. When you notice a brand that's doing something right, whether it's Washington Post, Puma, TNT, any kind of brands like that, see what they're doing and try to sort of feel out how they're getting their content into the trending hashtags. Step 3, save things. So when I say that, I'm not just saying like copy the link, put it into a Google Sheet. If you like content on TikTok, make sure to like it because that'll help your algorithm, and then it'll help you go in, as you see on that right side where my profile is. I go through my own likes all the time to see what I was entertained by. It's a great way to sort of bookmark things. And then if you like a song, add it to your favorites. If you liked an effect, add it to your favorites. Then when you're going back and trying to create something later on, you're like, what was that song? Oh, it was So Close by NOTD. I'm gonna use that. So, step 4 is dive deeper into trends. Like I already said, dive into them, but get deep. As Shrek said, ogres and TikTok is like onions, they have layers, and the TikTok layers is really what makes the platform special. A great example of this is that you'll see a trending meme or something that goes viral, and oftentimes the thing that's even more fun and feels more authentic to the platform is the second layer. So here's an example where you'll see somebody was making coffee latte art, and you thought, oh my God, that's performing really well. So we created something for Puma that shows a different side of this. So, you know, how cool would it be if you could take the Puma logo and make latte art with it? It's gonna be beautiful, right? Okay, so that got 6.4 million views and was one of the most popular videos that Puma's ever put out on social. It just shows that people aren't always trying to see that beautiful thing. They're trying to see one layer deeper in each trend. So, consumption recap, to go through the things we've already talked about. Number 1, get to know TikTok. Use the platform often. It'll really help you out. Number 2, learn about the trends. Number 3, save things. And 4, dive deeper. That second layer is really where it's at. So creation-wise, number 1, don't reinvent the wheel. If you have stuff that was great on other platforms, it popped on Instagram, you already have it easily croppable for vertical, don't be afraid to use it on your TikTok channel. The easiest way to make something feel more TikTok is through things like the text overlays, using the fonts that TikTok uses in the app. By doing that, you're essentially saying to somebody, oh, I made this in TikTok, even if you published it on Instagram 2 years ago. There's also features like voiceovers and other things you can do that feel like authentic to the platform. Number 2, get familiar with the editing tools. You don't have to actually publish anything to play with the effects, to play with the camera, really get to know it. Whether, I'm not 100% sure about this, but TikTok algorithm likes when you use their app. They like when you use the features because it shows that you're really engaged with the platform. So you'll notice things, the more content you consume, the more you'll notice, oh, this feels super TikTok, and then you'll be like, how do I do that? Playing around with the editing tools will help you get there. Number 3, prioritizing audio. Using trending music is definitely going to help you get exposure for your content. And if you're concerned about copyright, prioritize user sounds over popular music. Step 4, show how it's made. For every piece of original content you make, you can do a BTS, behind the scenes video, that'll really help you get even more exposure for your content. It's essentially killing 2 birds with one stone by making 2 videos about the same thing. Recap, don't reinvent the wheel, get to know the editing tools, prioritize audio, and show how it's made. For distribution, step 1, hashtags are important. Don't be afraid to put a ton of hashtags. This isn't Twitter where you need to be brief. Put as many as you can and it'll help the algorithm. Number 2, as I mentioned, use trending audio. That's your best way to get into the For You page or FYP. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of distribution strategies right now. In general, I would just say focus on creating authentic content for the platform. It'll help you out. Shameless plug, my company Fresh State Media helps people out with TikTok content all the time. We run the TikTok for for TBS Network. We do a lot for NBA, Puma, and a bunch of others. And we're here in Denver. So that's it. Thank you guys so much. Those are my social channels. It's been a blast. TikTok's a great platform. Don't be afraid that it's going to go away. It probably won't. It's going to be awesome for many, many years to come. Did I keep it to 10?